The Slug Squad. It all began like any ordinary morning in Year 4 at Gallywood Primary School. The children were settling down, chatting about football, sandwiches, and who had the coolest pencil case. What they did not know was that Mrs. Buttle had been hiding a very exciting secret, and she could hardly keep the smile off her face. Mrs. Buttle clapped her hands. "I have wonderful news for you today. We are allowed to have a classroom pet." The class exploded. Chairs wobbled, pencils rolled. Someone squeaked. All right. Deep breaths," laughed Mrs. Buttle. "We need to decide what our pet should be." Hugo shot his hand up like a rocket. "It should be a chicken. Then we can eat the eggs." Yum! This caused the whole class to howl with laughter. Someone clucked. Someone else pretended to lay an egg. Mrs. Buttle grinned. "Well, chickens need lots of space, plenty of food, and a great deal of cleaning. And cleaning means you." "Not it," shouted 3 children immediately. "That is what I thought," she said. "So here is the plan. Tonight's homework is to prepare a case for your favorite animal. Tomorrow we will listen to the presentations and vote. But remember, no horses, no pigs, no owls of any kind. This is not Hogwarts. And no dogs or cats either." A great chorus of awe filled the room. Yes, use your imagination," Mrs. Buttle said, waving her arms like a magician stirring ideas out of the air. Meanwhile, Alex had stayed perfectly quiet. He already knew the perfect class pet. He worked on his presentation all evening, drawing pictures, adding facts, and practicing in front of his bedroom mirror. He could hardly sleep from excitement. The next day, presentations began. Matilda went first. "I think we should have a fish. They are quiet, they swim gracefully, and they only need their tank cleaned once in a while. Easy to feed, easy to look after." The class nodded. Fish were sensible, especially the ones that didn't look like they were plotting anything. Next was Jane. "I think the perfect pet is a parrot. They are colorful, they are clever, you can stroke them, and they can even talk." Jack whispered loudly, "I think you talk enough already." Mrs. Buttle raised one eyebrow so sharply it could have sliced cheese. Jack suddenly found his shoes very interesting. When his turn came, Jack announced, "The best classroom pet is a stick insect. They look exactly like sticks. You can barely see them move. They are basically ninjas." Matilda rolled her eyes. "Why don't we just have a stick instead?" she said. "At least the stick won't escape." Finally, it was Alex's turn. He stood up holding his carefully prepared page. "I think the perfect class pet is a slug." Some children gasped. One child whispered, "Slimy." Another whispered, "Cool." Alex smiled. "Slugs are remarkable animals. It is true they are quiet and slow and, yes, slimy. You can't really cuddle them unless you enjoy slime. But they are fascinating." He continued, "A slug has a special tongue with thousands of tiny teeth. Some slugs have up to 25,000 teeth over their lifetime because they keep wearing out and growing back. They lay tiny clear eggs under leaves or soil. So if we have a few of them, we might even have baby slugs. They have 2 long tentacles with little eyes on the ends. They can stretch them out to explore or pull them in if they are scared. They eat leaves, fruit, vegetables, fungi, and even algae." By now, several children were leaning forward, curious and impressed. "And their home is easy," Alex concluded. "A little bark, damp soil, some leaves, and fresh lettuce. Oh, at last. But not least, I can bring some from our garden," Alex said. "That will make my mom very happy." They ate her favorite plant. They did not know it was her favorite, of course. The class giggled. "That is all," Alex said. The classroom was silent for a moment. Then one child whispered, "I kind of want a slug now." And so did several others. Mrs. Buttle smiled. This vote, she thought, was going to be interesting. Hands shot up for fish, parrots, and stick insects. But when Mrs. Buttle asked, "Who votes for the slug?" almost the whole class raised their hands at once. Alex could not believe it. "We are having a slug," Mrs. Buttle announced. "A real one." The class cheered so loudly, the Year 5 teacher came to check if someone had won the lottery. That afternoon, they prepared the habitat together in a small Setho container with a lead. When their new pet finally arrived, slimy and curious, Hugo whispered, "It is actually kind of cute." Jack added, "And it has more teeth than all of us combined." They all agreed the class had never had a pet quite like this one. And from that day on, Year 4 proudly became known as the Slug Squad. The end.